So guys, I have like a lot of questions about like Noah's Ark. Basically, I just want to know like were some animals like brought on as food for other animals? Were there like edible rabbits and like two species of rabbits that got to like live? And then did they like pick the crappy animals that God wanted to go extinct? Like what about plants? If you think about it, like they're kind of the foundation of the earth. On terms of biomass, plants probably have to take up about a good, I don't know, 90% of the cargo in order for everybody to eat plants and let the plants live on. I mean, and they're inanimate, so how are you going to get all of them on there? Like, there are a lot of plants that are going to be on that entire place. Also thinking about the fact that, you know, like, how are you going to get those big trees on there? I mean, what could have happened is maybe they wanted to use seeds. Like, I guess seeds would work. You can bring all those seeds. That would make sense. Like, but then begs the question, like, if you're bringing seeds, why can't you take the same approach with animals? Wouldn't you, like, take female ones that are pregnant? Wouldn't that make sense? Like, why the heck would you bring in any male animals anyway then? Like, I don't know, just load up all the pregnant multi-offspring female animals and the ones that lay eggs as well and just leave the males to die. You could do that too. Then there's a 50% reduction in cargo. That's a good idea. But I guess the problem is if the mother then had all the male or female offspring, though, it would be kind of the end of the species. Maybe? I don't know how it would work. So maybe it's good to have the dudes on board. Like, I guess they can be like backup sperm donors. I don't know how it works. But I guess, like, I don't know how it works. But wait a second. Like, if you really think about it too, just as a thought in my head, I dropped my lighting. Don't mind me. I'm gonna start a fire. Poor thing. But yeah, just in my head, like, think about the water supply. Like, there's not a lot of water, that means. Like, how are they gonna drink water to stay alive if, all the freaking water is, now the earth is submerged underwater and there's just all this, like, freaking, it's just a bunch of salt water now. Like, you can't drink all that salt water. Like, what are they gonna do? Like, how much potable water can you really ship on a freaking, like, boat like that? Like, there's a lot of cubic kilometers around. You kind of got to put all this water there on top of all the seeds, on top of all the freaking animals. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess, like, bye-bye to all the freshwater organisms. Like, I don't know what you're gonna do about it. But yeah, like, forget about drinking water, I guess. Whatever. Like, I don't know how you're gonna get a freaking freshwater aquarium on there, maybe. Do that. That might work. Freshwater aquariums. That always works. Another thought I had about Noah's Ark is the fact that, like, I guess if some magical logistical miracle happened and you get everyone on board, how the heck do you keep and maintain order? There's a few humans of Noah's freaking family on there, and somehow they have to take care of all these animals that are running wild. I mean, they're wild animals, for goodness sake. Like, they're all packed on top of each other, probably slamming into each other, tossing around in this apocalyptic storm, freaking that lasts for weeks. And during this apocalyptic storm, how are they not freaking out? How are they not shrieking and going crazy? Like, I would be going crazy if I was on a boat like that, probably running into each other, probably slamming their head against planks. Like, wouldn't that destroy the boat after a while? I mean, I guess if Noah made it really good, I don't know. Like, maybe God put like a charming spell on them or gave them some divine Xanax or something. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. I just don't see how anyone survives that freaking voyage. Like, freaking weeks on there. I don't know. But, like, I don't know, think about it. Like, it's an insane number of organisms stuffed together like that. That's kind of gross. And they're packed, floating around in this contained petri dish. That's a lot of, like, viruses and diseases and bacteria. Like, just think of, there's, like, almost every host of any communicable disease that you can think of. Just sitting on that boat. It's kind of gross. Like, the viruses are going to be having a freaking epidural, like, orgy on that boat with all those warm bodies around. Like, yeah, they're going to hop from body to body, all those dirty animals. I mean, I guess, I don't know if diseases were the same in, like, God's old time or whatever, but I think animals would probably be dying and hacking and coughing up blood, and there'd be corpses, and then I guess that's what we do with the dead animals. Like, feed them to the other animals, whatever. We still got the seeds. All the other freaking animals can eat the seeds, I guess. But yeah, that's just a thought I had for that. Like, I don't know, with all those rotting flesh and corpses and dead animals, no one's getting off this boat alive. But let's say God had it all, like, ready, right? You know, God had it all on lock, and everyone arrived safely, and couples produced all normal. I mean, I guess the first generation, it would be great. The first generation would be totally fine. But then, like, the future bloodlines, what would happen to them? Like, that's right, I guess. I don't know, a world of brother and sister copulation getting together or whatever, and just being really gross. Generation after generation, things getting worse, genetic deficiency, hormone problems, missing chromosomes, all those bad things that happen, when you don't have enough good things going on. I guess it's a nightmare, like a soup of genetic disorders and problems. And like, I don't know, maybe the animals are really smart. Maybe this whole time they were very smart. I don't know. I guess they knew what was happening. And these animals were going to take over on purpose. I don't know. If you think about it, they might have done that. Maybe they had, like, I don't know, genetic integrity. They were really smart. Which would imply that before Noah, animals would have been smarter and stronger then. But maybe that's the point of Noah's Ark. I don't know, like, maybe they were just getting too smart and too powerful, and God was like, I can't do this anymore. There was, like, talking apes and freaking, like, cats and alligators with opposable thumbs. And we can't have that, obviously. We can't have that on, like, on the earth going on. So God was like, I can't do this. And they were, like, creeping up on humankind. And God was like, I need to get rid of this. God didn't like that. So God was, like, he wanted the humans to reassert their dominance and be important again. That's pretty much probably what happened. Yeah, the only thing that would make sense is that could have happened. And I'm sure as a human, Noah wanted to get all on this, like, dominant thing. He was like, I get to be dominant. And then, like, I guess God, maybe this is the whole plan all along. God had this planned out. He was just like, I'm going to flood this whole entire earth, and it's going to be crazy before these sentient, freaking powerful power beasts take over this planet. And I'm going to build an ark, and it's going to be crazy, and we're going to convince all the animals to get on this ark, and they're going to be safe. No, everyone's going to be okay. They're going to take shelter, and I'm going to wipe out this entire earth, and, their populations are going to interbreed later on, but it's whatever. Like, that was the point of it. I guess that was the point. I know, and then he was probably like, oh, don't worry, Noah, don't worry. Like, they'll totally get on the boat with you, Noah, because what? Like, I'm going to make this storm so bad, so super bad. They're going to be scared and desperate, and they're going to be distracted by everything going around them. They're just going to get on the boat. Like, they're not going to, suspect anything's wrong. They're not going to know what I'm really doing. Don't worry, Noah. Don't worry. I got this. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess he's like animals. They don't know anything about how genetics work, at least not yet. So, yeah, that actually makes sense. I answered my own question. That's how Noah's Ark works. That's how it does it. That's how it works. That's exactly how Noah's Ark works.